Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me for date night. So if you would like to see how I got this look, just keep on watching. Hey guys, I'm going to start off this tutorial by curling my hair. I'm going to be using my Hot Tools 1-inch curling iron, and I'll split my hair and put half of it on the top of my head, and I will work with two sections on the bottom. I like to have my curls facing outwards and away from my face, so to do so, I like to point my curling iron downward and wrap the curls around away from your face. I like to keep the hair on the curling iron for about 5 seconds, and I will let it loose and kind of bounce it back up with my hand just to kind of form the curl. Once I finish this section, I'll take my hand and run it through my hair just to separate the hairs, and I can go back through and find all the pieces that are not curled. And to move on to the next side, I'll also turn it upside down and again go away from my face. Now we're going to move on to the top half of our hair. So I'll start by taking it down and brushing it through. I always like to brush my hair before I start curling it just to make sure there's no knots or anything. So we're just going to be doing the same exact thing we did to the bottom and curling the hair away from the face. And the top layer, I do like to do more curls than the bottom just to add more volume to the top of the hair. So now that we are done with the other side, we're going to go ahead and repeat the same process. And when I do this hairstyle without recording, it normally takes me about 15 minutes, so it doesn't take very long once you get the hang of it. So now that we're done curling the hair, I'm going to take my hand and run it through to find all the hairs that need to be curled. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to makeup, and I'm going to start with putting some gloss on. This is a plumping one from Soap & Glory. I love eating while I'm getting ready, and my awesome boyfriend made me some top ramen to enjoy. So I'm going to go ahead and take my Milani Clear Brow Gel and brush through my eyebrow hairs. Now I'm going to take a face primer. This one is from Santee. I found it on the Hush app, but it was only a couple bucks. I wanted to try it, and it's a very gel-like texture, and I really like it. For the brows, I'm going to take the Dip Brow by Anastasia and my Chic Liner brush from IT Cosmetics. And I like to first line out the brow on the bottom, and then I will kind of find my shape afterwards. And I like to do my brows first so that I can wipe away any extra products that I don't need, so I can be a little bit more messy with it. And now I'm going to take this disposable eyebrow wand and brush through my hairs and do the same thing for the other eyebrow. Moving on to the eyes, I'm going to prep my eyes with the soft ochre paint pot from MAC and this LYCHEE brush, and I'm going to go ahead and put that all over my eyelid. And I'm going to take this Athena palette from Bad Habit, and I'm going to take that tan color, which is Purity, and set all of that. Next, I'm going to take this Morphe 441 brush. It's a nice blending brush, and I'm going to go into the Modern Renaissance palette. And I'm going to go ahead and take that nice little purple for a transition shade. Going back into the Athena palette, I'm going to take Justice, that really purple shade, with the Morphe R37 brush, just to deepen up things in the crease. I'm going to go into this palette. I got it a long time ago from my BoxyCharm. It doesn't have any shade names on it, but I just took that purple on the bottom with the Morphe 504. And I'm just going to kind of put that in the outer corner and also blend things out. This brush is absolutely perfect for blending out shadows. Going back into the Athena palette, I'm going to take that Velour shade. It's a nice peachy shade just to blend everything all together. Now taking this Morphe 506 brush in the Retro Love palette, I'm going to take that little purple shade. It's a little bit deeper just to deepen up the outer corners. Going back with this amazing blending brush, I'm going to go back into that Athena palette and get that pink shade and just blend everything all together. I'm going to use this little e.l.f. liner brush to cut out the crease with this Milani concealer. I'm not the best at doing this. I mean, it ends up being okay. I feel like it just looks messy in the beginning before it actually looks good. But I love this technique because it really does keep these shadows to stay on a lot longer, and it'll build up your shadows to its full intensity. Now for the fun part, we're going to take the Morphe 213 brush in the Athena palette and take that Epic color. It's that really pretty purple iridescent, and I'm going to build that up where we put the concealer. To brighten things up a little bit, I'm going to take that sparkly white shade in the Anastasia palette to put in the inner corners and just the inner part of the eye, just to make the eyes look a little bit more awake and open. And I'm going to go back in with that blending brush in that purple shade and blend things together. To tightline my eyes, I'm going to take this Smashbox eyeliner, and it's Fishnet, which is black, and I like to use a brush to lift up my eye to get underneath there, just so it doesn't mess up the eyeshadow and it also isn't touching your face. Keeps it a little more sanitary. And then I'm going to go in with this liner brush with the dark purple just to outline the top. I'm going to take this Epic ink liner from NYX and just outline the eyes, getting ready for some lashes. And to clean up everything, I'm going to take these Kirkland facial wipes and just wipe underneath the eyes and create a nice little cat eye shape towards the end. For foundation, I'm going to be mixing two. I'm going to take this Too Faced Born This Way in Golden Beige, and I'm going to take my Maybelline Dewy and Smooth foundation in 220 and mix those together. And I like to take a small concealer brush and apply the foundation to my face before I go in with my beauty blender to blend it out. This beauty sponge is from Eco Tools and it is my absolute favorite. I actually like it more than the beauty blender. I find that it just really disperses all the product and it doesn't suck up everything. So I really enjoy this one, and it's a lot cheaper, so can't go wrong with that. For concealer, I'm going to take my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Custard. This is my absolute favorite. I'm kind of late to the game. I barely got this probably 4 months ago, and the shade color is just absolutely perfect. It's so much more hydrating under the eyes, and I've been really enjoying it. I'm going to use this Maybelline concealer to highlight the rest of the face, down the bridge of the nose, forehead, and the chin area, and also a little bit underneath the eyes just to brighten it up a tad. To set that concealer down, I'm going to take the Park Avenue Princess palette and take the two highlighting shades and mix them together and put that underneath my eyes. To set the face, I'm going to take this LA Girl powder in nude beige in this Morphe E41 and put some powder all over my face. Make sure it stays all night long. I went ahead and put my lashes on off camera, but these are the Ardell Wispy lashes. Now that our face is set, I'm going to move back on to the eyes, and I'm going to pretty much repeat what I did at the top of my eyes to the bottom, starting out with that purple and then blending it out with that peach shade. And now I'm going with this definer brush back into this deep purpley brown just to kind of smoke out the edges and give it a nice cat eye look. Now I'm going to brighten up the bottom of the lower lashes on the inner corner with that same Epic shade and just doing it in the inner thirds of the eye. Going back with my black liner, I'm going to tightline the bottom of my eyes using that brush again, and then just blending everything out. For the highlight, I'm going to go in with my absolute favorite Rodeo Dry from OFRA, and I'm going to take this Morphe 510 brush and highlight my face. So I start getting a little crazy with the highlight, Cupid's bow, nose, forehead, you know, pretty much everywhere. And we're going to highlight the brow bone and going to start contouring, taking those two shades and start warming up our face. I'm going to do a very subtle nose contour just to add some color and dimension to the face. After bronzing and contouring, I like to go back and clean it up. I'm going to use this nice precise brush with that Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder and just define out the cheekbones. I'm going to take this nice pinky peach blush. I got this in one of my Ipsy bags. I've been enjoying it lately. And I'm going to take this Ovani Duo Fiber brush. Any Duo Fiber brush I think works best with blush in my opinion. It makes it to where you kind of have control and you won't get too much product. Now for the most satisfying part of doing makeup, I'm going to take this setting spray from Milani and pretty much just drench my face. And I like to go back with my beauty blender and set that down so it helps it kind of sink into the skin and it doesn't leave a powdery finish. And I'm going to take that Tarteist mascara and do a very thin layer, mainly just at the base of the lashes. Now for the lips, I'm just going to go in with this nude lip liner and fill in my entire lips and just add some gloss on top of it. Something really easy and simple because once it does wear off, I'm just going to add chapstick and I just want to have a wash of color over my lips. Now I'm going to go back in with my hair and do a little tease just to add some volume. I like to go in 3 different parts and just tease the base of it and go back through and kind of brush it out. And this is the finished look of my date night tutorial. And before I end this video, I wanted to share with you the crystal I kept with me all day that day while getting ready and for that night. And it is my Septarian. I love using this one to help with my confidence and keep me grounded. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you next time.